What's this? And this?
Hey,
Why you have fur on your chest?
so cute.
Okay, anyway, today we're talking about
Today we're gonna talk about one night stands.
one night stands. Okay. Have you ever? I thought we were talking about it. How come I guess you
Actually,
have.
I okay. Very importantly, I don't, never, and will never lah, ho. So old already. But then, ho. Yeah. Okay.
You're incoherent, Jack. I don't never.
Yeah,
Do you
I
hear?
don't-
Can we please caption this whole thing?
I don't.
And I'm supposed to
I've never
understand.
had a one night stand.
Okay.
But then, but because I'm woke Jack, right? I believe that I do not judge. You do your one night stand. But
Do.
we going to we do. But we're gonna be talking about it because we need to be very careful about one night stands.
Of course.
Okay.
I've also never done it, but because it just feels like, and I'm the sort of person who's fairly not risk averse, you would say. Do you know what I mean, right? But I think like, I've not done it for a few reasons. I think number one is, I feel that as a woman, well, as a person, okay, maybe I just speak for myself, but I just feel like, if you do one night stand, right, the body chemistry, when you do, right, is the body releases oxytocin. And it's a bonding chemical, oxytocin. So you would inevitably feel bonded to the person that you just slept with. And then after the one night stands is such that the next day, that's it, like, it's a one night thing, right? I mean, I don't want to be in that position where, what if I accidentally sway and my body releases a lot of oxytocin, I feel very bonded to you, but actually it was just meant to be a one night stand. And then I put myself in a position where I'm going to feel emotionally unstable. No lah. For me, that's the biggest reason for not doing it, right? The second reason is, I've heard horror stories, man. Like, okay, from the funny to like the a bit, like funny is like, oh, like my friend like went back with this guy, right? And then she thought like, she assumed that we're going like back to his house. And then turns out going to the parents' house. Lah. Then have to sneak in or like some criminal. That's the funny one. Then the not so funny one is like, you know, you read these stories of like, what's the one? Recently I read one where like, I think a woman brought a guy back home. And then she was in the, that gives me the chills. Then she was in, I don't think it was in Singapore though. She was in the room and then she went out and realized that he was plotting to kill her or something like, I don't know, readying the knives or explosives or something like that. I mean, to me, that kind of, like, why would I put myself in that situation? Like, firstly, to come back to my house, no way, man, because you're like in my house. Then for me to go to a weird person's house, I mean, I don't even know you, right? We literally met that night. That's also like, I think much as I'm generally risk averse, that's a bit scary lah. Like,
Okay, but
scary,
you see,
right?
you see from the girl's
Yeah.
point of view, right? So from the guy's
I
point
think
of
the girl
view,
has a lot more to lose.
Okay.
Physically, we are weaker.
Weaker.
Right? Even the like weakest guy, and you try to fight this guy, right? Cannot lah. I mean, biologically, we're not going to win lah, generally. So I
Okay.
think as a guy, okay lah, you do you lah.
Okay. So
Right?
from a guy's, no, I'm saying from, let's say from a guy's point of view, where you get this girl
Yeah.
and you can go bring her home and you feel that you can do her because you can one night stand. Ah, oh my God.
Oh my gosh. You know what the most disturbing thing is that I get. You know? Like if I didn't get it, I'll feel so much better about myself. But the worst thing is I got it. Yeah, okay, yes, okay. So you can one night stand.
can
Alright, so
one night stand.
he can one night stand,
Okay,
yes.
Jeez.
Okay, Jack,
Okay,
we got it,
so you can one night stand. Okay,
Yes.
guy. So you bring her home and you do,
okay.
And then what happens after that is you feel, yay, I already do. Yay,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
One night stand.
Yeah.
But the girl then feels that she got a lot of oxytocin that was released.
Yeah. I mean, I think women have more oxytocin that's released. I think lah, but
Oxytocin.
some men also.
Oxytocin.
Oxytocin is a bonding neurotransmitter.
Okay. So this woman, she emitted a lot of that shit. Okay.
So I feel bonded to you lah.
You feel bonded, but I don't feel no bond.
Isn't that good for you lah? I'm the one who feels hurt
Okay.
and
So
heartbroken.
you're heartbroken. So I ghost you.
I mean, it's not ghosting because it meant to be a one night stand. So next day, that's it. Okay, thanks. It's like, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
No,
Okay.
you see, no, because I wanted a one night stand. You might not have wanted a one night stand.
Yes.
Because nobody goes in and I realize do and then say it's going to be a one night thing. Because
Really? I would assume.
then I mean, for me, I won't stand for it. if the guy gets...
Oh my god! No, I cannot.
Oh my god, there's so many puns in this shit.
I'm dying at the puns,
Oh.
but the puns are quite good, I have to say.
No, okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Well,
so-
after we've taken a round of applause to appreciate
Yeah,
Jack's
okay.
puns.
So you also won't stand for it, what? Because, you know, you as a girl would think that you want more.
No, I think that if it's if we know that it's gonna be a one night stand.
How do we know?
I don't know. I'm not,
I don't think any.
don't think this
I
conversation's-
don't think that people go through. Or is it?
I assume. Okay, let's just assume. Let's just play this out. Okay, so we are at a bar or a club, right? And then someone picks someone up. We like obviously attracted to each other. Someone says, "You want to go home with me?" Okay. Then we go back home. We do. Right. I think from there, right, most people assume that it's just a do. If something progresses from there, then that's a bonus, I guess.
I don't know. There might be girls who would think that I do you, then it's a
Then I think-
relationship.
Okay, then poor thing
what-
about the
yeah.
girl. So that's
The poor thing, the
unfortunately.
girl, yeah. Then for the guy, what if you become psycho and then go like, oh, you raped me, fart.
No, but I wanted it to what? Because we both agreed to do, right? It's not
Yeah.
rape.
So
what?
what if it's a he said she said after that?
Oh wow. Oh, then it's scary for the guy, man. No, in Singapore with women's chatter, that's scary. Because I can imagine. Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
To me, everyone thinks it's a one night stand, right?
No, not everybody.
Okay. Everyone just wants to get it on.
We
both just want to get it on.
I'm the guy, so I want to get it on.
I also,
with
me
you.
too. Okay, women have
you
needs
want
too. We both want to get it
okay,
on.
you
But
wanna
then
get it
after
on.
the deed is done,
After
I
the
like
deed, yeah.
fall in love or like have feelings, right?
Yeah.
Then I hope you call me the next day and you just
I
don't.
didn't.
And the next day because you're like, "Oh, I just want to get it on and
Yeah.
that's it, lah, right?
Uh-huh.
So I try calling you, and then you
And
ghost
then,
me.
no, I
You
ghost
just
you.
okay. Then ooh,
Then you get angry.
I get angry. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh!
So for guys,
Oh yeah.
if you're gonna do the one night stand, make it
Clear.
make it clear or have more than standing one night lah. Have
Maybe they just want one. Okay, I think you know what? You to cover yourself, right? Make it clear and record it.
Hey, this is such a
No. Because
is-
I can see, right? how
Really?
this could be quite problematic for the guy, okay? Because imagine okay, play it out, right? So we've had the one night stand.
So we are like all like lummy.
Yeah, we both want it, right? Then we have a good night. And
I'm
then
a guy, right?
Yeah, your guy. Then next day
I'm one night standing.
No, we just maybe
What?
Can we have a bit more finesse? Like that was fun. Then but I'm really just make it really clear. That's really fun, but I really don't. I'm not looking for a relationship. I'm glad we had fun. So at least you make it clear. So if anything happens, right? At least you have that recorded. Because
Record ah?
I think record audio, at least audio, right? So at least audio as a guy saying in some way saying that this is a one night stand in a nice way, right? Like it's just for fun. Then at least if the girl turns around after that, after being ghosted for a few days, and then I call rape, right? I'm not saying that it's gonna get you out of trouble, but at least you can use that as evidence to show that perhaps she's a woman scorned. I don't know, man. Because actually that's quite scary for guys. Wow, guys, you all better think about it, man.
Yeah, guys, better think about it. I think okay.
In
Why
Singapore
don't
especially.
you do that, right? And also make sure she's not underage because you know now girls all look very like matured, right? So you again record. Are you 18 and are we?
Actually, how old are you? Then record.
ah.
So at least if she says I'm 18,
Hey, but then you
then she
see-
turns out to be like, I don't know, 12. No lah, but like younger. At least you have it on file that she said I'm 18. So in my head as the guy, I was with a consenting adult. But actually maybe you're like only like, I don't know, 14 years old that you happen to look 18. So you have it on file
no,
that
but
like,
it's also
quite
very
scary.
creepy, dude.
What? To be
To-
recording?
Okay, recording. But then okay, if you're gonna record, you must make sure that the person knows that you're recording lah. Don't stealthily also. Very creepy
It is creepy lah, but I don't know how else to protect the guy, man.
Yeah.
Don't have one night stands lah, guys. I think it's...
I mean, but then if you got all your adrenaline loins flaring, I don't know whatever lah, guys.
Okay, don't be a dick lah then. How about that? How about just don't be a dick? So you want to get it on, you all both have a good night, but you actually don't want anything out of this. Have the freaking balls to tell the person, right? Hey, I didn't really want anything out of this. And I think that one you can record. Like at least you have that because,
But before, after.
I mean, okay.
It should be before, right?
Technically it should be before
And then
lah,
the
but
girl
I
run
think very
away.
kill mood lah, yeah. Kill
Kill
mood.
mood, right? So
Yeah.
actually,
So like, yeah lah, if you don't want to get in trouble and you want to not be a dick, then do it before lah. But then you may not get, nothing be standing lah that night lah maybe.
yeah.
Too bad lah then.
Be outstanding.
Okay, Jack.
Hey, no, so no, that's why I said this topic
Yeah,
is very
yeah.
important because
Yeah,
one
wow, I
night
didn't think of it that
stands
way.
are very dangerous.
For both sides. Both sides. Yeah, for different
Yeah,
reasons.
and then I mean, of course, the usual STDs and all that
Yeah.
shit that
Please
you can
do it
get,
safely
right?
at least.
But the guy is not. It's
Yeah.
really not.
No, I
not good for the
always
guy
think of it
too.
as very dangerous for the girl. I've never thought about it that way. That the girl can turn around and cry rape.
Can what?
Because he said, she said, and in a Singapore context, I think the law favors the woman. As it should. But just for guys, just know this lah. Know that the law in Singapore, in this case, I think favors women. So, don't have one night stands lah. And don't be a dick about it if you're gonna do it lah.
Yeah, so I have a story about
Okay.
about this, right?
Yes.
So someone's kid, and they're below 16, 15, 15.
Okay.
So even at that point, they all went and they do.
Fairly common land nowadays.
Yeah, so they do. Then the boy after that didn't want a relationship lah. I guess at that age, I don't know whether you call it one night stand. It's hardly a one night stand because he actually went out with her, like courted her and all that. So like,
Courted, yeah, you're damn
courted lah.
Ex-leh. Actually, that's the boomer.
Or chase lah, whatever lah. As
Courted,
kid lah.
siol. When did last time did we hear courted? Courted. That's not like my mother
Okay,
would say.
anyways,
I'm a boomer lah, just saying.
they all went and they all finally did it one time only. Then he decided he don't want to go out with her anymore. Then she went full on psycho.
What
on
is
him.
full on psycho?
Full on psycho means
Example?
she went to the police and she said,
Rape.
rape because she also do, right? And she said, we all have sex and we are both underage. Get him into trouble.
But, ooh. Actually, what? But then technically, she also knew that he's underage, right?
She is also underage.
Yeah, but then it could be statutory rape both sides.
Yeah. I mean, so
That's not very bad, huh?
nothing. I mean, but she just angry.
Wow.
And then she called the father, the mother, the
Wow.
grandmother, everyone.
So this is honestly, right? Like the
girls scorn, women scorn females.
Yeah, but I'm telling you,
go and scorn females.
Yeah,
I tell you.
it's, don't scorn females. But like, it's the oxytocin because that bonding chemical, and then she's really scorned after that. And then she's young, right? And when you're a teenager, like everything is, your emotions are not steady. It's even worse. But even as an adult, like, just don't put yourself in that situation lah. I wouldn't. I really wouldn't. For like that's the main reason why I don't, and I have never. It's just like, cari pasal lah. Like, you like asking for trouble lah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But what
So
to do?
you don't one night stand is asking for trouble.
I don't think anyone. No, I think some people do set out to want to have one.
Yeah,
night stand.
it's ayo. Yeah, so whatever it is, if you're gonna stand for one night, be careful.
And don't do it just for one night.
Yeah. Make or make,
Many nights stand?
Make the be if you can do it, you all exchange so much fluids already, just be together for a while lah.
Is that better though? Sorry, now we're on a different topic, but I'm like,
No
I'm just putting myself in that situation. Let's say we do, and then I want something more, and then the guy feels bad. He actually doesn't, but he like, okay lah, I don't want it to seem like I'm just using for your body, so I just like tahan and kind of go out with you for a while. No, I rather not. I don't need some pity dates. No.
Really? I would rather the PT
Really?
dates. Yeah.
No.
I
Well,
would
I really
rather-
know. No.
Yeah.
I rather just know that you are just a dick and you just wanted a one night stand, rather than like, oh, I don't want to be like, I want to pretend like I actually like you and want to be like your boyfriend, but I actually don't. Nah.
Really? I would rather you pretend.
Actually,
for a
let us
couple
know
of
about that.
times.
Really?
I would, yeah.
That is fake. He doesn't actually want to be with you. He just doesn't want to.
Yeah, then break up lah. Then I will call it we had a fling rather than a one night stand.
No,
I can say, like,
to me, you're
that's
wasting my
okay.
time, wasting everybody's time.
So one night stand not waste time, eh?
It is lah. I already said I don't believe in doing it, but like if you want to, then just do it and get on with life lah.
Okay, so the question is it better to have a one night stand or a fling?
No. Jeez, I hate the way you oversimplify everything. Is it better to have a one night stand or have the person pretend to actually like you, but the person that doesn't? Like a pretend relationship.
Fling lah.
It's not a fling. A fling is one where both want it.
Oh.
Jeez.
So is it better to have a one night stand or a one night fling?
And with that, we're gonna say bye. Just let us know anything about one night stands. I cannot deal with Jack. Bye! And the freaking puns on this episode. I am so done. We're offset.
Again? Never mind, I got koala.